The gaming industry is lacking in competition. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. It's become rather stale, and it's very apparent that nothing is trying to be its own thing anymore. I want to start this off by stating I actually like some of the popular games right now. For example, Fortnite is one of, if not my favorite ongoing game of the past decade. I mean, I can dedicate an entire video on why this game can genuinely last forever and never truly die. However, that's for another day. I think GTA Online was a very interesting and engaging multiplayer experience, whether you like Rockstar or not. But Rockstar, I also want to remind you, just in case you forgot, it's been just about 12 years. Where is trailer 2? Seriously, I'm really looking forward to hurting innocent pedestrians in the maximum possible graphics and physics too. Oh, and Apex is I'm gonna be honest, I really do not enjoy this game anymore, and I still cannot comprehend how it is still alive. However, YouTube gods, this does technically count as a mention of Apex in this video, so I expect the views to be rolling in as we speak. Those games are just examples of being old experiences that are still respectable, fun, and honestly enjoyable to play, except this one. I really don't like that game. However, the gaming industry right now is lacking that sparkle, that uniqueness, that pizzazz, you know what I'm saying? I think I speak for a majority of people when I say I am tired of these copies, re-releases, the less respectable re-releases that are disguised as new. A good way I can put it is, when was the last time a game really made you feel something? For example, when was the last time a game released that made you cry or tear up a bit? I'd assume for a lot of you that game is probably Red Dead Redemption 2, and that's very understandable considering the... What? No! And if Red Dead Redemption 2 wasn't the game that you said, A, you're lying, B, you're also lying, or C, I don't know, you probably played some random underrated storyline indie game. We'll get back to the topic of indie games soon, but I would like to preface this segment by stating, I, Blurry Chicken, do solemnly swear that I understand game development is a very hard and challenging task, and all my respect goes out to the developers and the development studios that actually try to make a good game. Got it? Alright, now that that's out of the way, some of these games are taking way too damn long to release. Now I'm aware, the advances in technology go hand in hand with making expansive games much more time costly, especially for the games that need to have a lot of detail put into them. Cyberpunk 2077 was supposed to be the GTA killer. It was in development for what felt like an eternity. There was absolutely no way that this game would come out as a massive disaster, but it still happened.
Is this game worth it? Does that answer your question?
I feel like the Cyberpunk incident made a lot of game studios take a step back and try to make their games a lot less unique and a lot less innovative with their ideas, concepts, and gameplay. Cyberpunk was genuinely the most anticipated open world game for a while. It was serious competition for the Grand Theft Auto series. An absolutely giant name, not just in the gaming scene, but just in general. I'm being serious when I say the whole world is literally waiting for trailer 2 Rockstar.
This dude's writing him!
Game studios being afraid to expand upon other game ideas can be a real issue in causing the gaming scene to get a little stale. I would make the Cyberpunk incident comparison to a game like Security Breach, but I mean, with all these mascot horror games coming out that are insanely popular and huge in scope, I'm pretty sure it didn't really hurt the genre. It only really hurt the FNAF franchise's integrity and Stillwell Studios' name. I don't think they would want to do another expansive game like Security Breach after... Yo, bro, get it. Still my favorite FNAF game though. Not because it was scary or anything, it was just hilarious to play. But back to game studios being unable to expand upon ideas. What makes competition work in video games is the fact that game studios are able to one-up a game in a certain genre, and that game now has people behind it that like the concept and the improvement. The game ends up getting released, everyone loves it, but there's new improvements to be made, then the cycle continues. And I'm still too broke to afford any of these games, so I don't even care about a subscription right now, just keep watching this video. When I see game names like Call of Duty, FIFA, Madden absolutely dominate the genre of games that they're respectively in, it makes me kind of sad. Man, I want to like COD, but I just cannot see the appeal. It looks so dull. Every single game in that series looks to be the exact same. Where's the sparkle? Where's the uniqueness? Where's the pizzazz? I mean, there has to be a way that some of these games can improve. Maybe I'm blind. Maybe there is literally and physically no way to improve it. I mean, they have to be on top of the market for a reason, right? Whether that's untrue or not, debate me in the comments. You cannot debate this. This is just the same game released year after year, scamming everyone and their grandma. Not me though. My grandma says that I'm smart. She also says I'm handsome. Oh man, it's crazy how there are literally no other sports games that are big enough to compete with a franchise like FIFA, Madden, and 2K. I mean, I understand that the concept is simple, it's literally just a replica of a sport, but there's no need to re-release the same game every single year. People actually buy this. I'm all for it, whatever makes you happy, but that sports genre just seems so washed out. When will there be a game with the same concept, just more fun gameplay. Is that too much to ask for? And if there is a game that's fundamentally better and underrated, can we please give recognition to that game? Because there is no way that people are still supporting this game formula and model in the Big 25. And there's some games that don't need competition, such as GTA. I would be baffled if a game company can accomplish an open world game that is somehow better than GTA. There is literally no other development studio that does it like Rockstar does it. Alright, Rockstar, now that I'm doing backflips on it, can I pretty please have a free copy of GTA 6 when it comes out? You know, Metaverses like Fortnite and Roblox could have competition, but the attempts at it are miserable to say the very least. There is a possibility of a new contender one day, but with the way that these companies move, I'd say it's pretty unlikely. I can respect the fact that there's no competition with Metaverses, because the competition is the experiences inside the platform itself. I'm not an advocate for Metaverses or anything. I actually still prefer playing games individually, but I do think that the concept behind Metaverses is actually kind of genius. I'm not going to talk about Apex, but I am going to talk about the movement-based shooter genre. If any game developers are watching this, I'm giving you the opportunity of a lifetime, because I know that Titanfall 3 is not happening. It's literally easy money. Just make a movement-based shooter game that's smooth and fun to play. There is genuinely no real competition at the moment. It's quite literally first come, first serve. I mean, Respawn's not going to do it. They're over there drunk on Apex money. The movement-based shooter genre is so fun and interesting. It is genuinely peak gaming activities when a game is based around getting good, shooting, and fighting in style. I think I speak for a lot of people when I say that this genre needs to have a comeback. It was genuinely so fun, and now this genre is a barren desert. Apex doesn't count. That game makes me want to kill myself. I mentioned indie games. I love indie games. What I want to see more of is recognition to some of the ideas that these indie studios put out there. Take space exploration games or a game like Subnautica. I mean, could you imagine having a AAA studio get behind that idea with their budgets and actually succeeding in a project? I mean, you can only imagine. AAA studios have gotten so repetitive and bland. I think the only good thing to happen in the gaming space recently was competition with Overwatch. With Marvel Rivals being released, it brought a serious refresh to the hero team-based shooter niche. Also, Spider-Man is just awesome. It's really cool to see new ideas in areas that you didn't know could be improved. I'm sure Marvel Rivals has its own issues, but that just leaves more room for improvement and competition, which in turn gives the consumer a better product, making them want to spend more money on it. It's a win-win. For a lot of games at the moment, I think all it takes is a little more faith in fun ideas and improvements to not allow the industry to become stale. I mean, again, Fortnite has changed more than the human brain can process. Yes, this is the same game, just 8 years later. AAA game studios can make a comeback. I'm sure there's probably just a lack of ideas and concepts because we're getting to a point where literally almost every type of game you can think of already exists, whether it's indie developed or not. I'm sure there will continue to be refreshes just like how Marvel Rivals was last year. I'm probably just really impatient and seem to complain a lot. I would love to see more competition in certain genres, not even just the ones I mentioned in this video. I missed a lot. I bring up indie games because there are literally so many of them that it doesn't even need competition. If you also feel like the gaming industry is getting stale, just play an indie game because they're really unique on their own sometimes. But while we're at it, can someone please create a game that feels like Super Mario Odyssey? I blew up my Switch on accident a few days ago and it's all I can think about. I didn't know you could overvolt a Switch. I saw a charger, I stick it in. No pause. Yeah, until I started smelling smoke. I've had that Switch for like almost 8 years now. It's a crazy way for it to go out. I mean, I could be able to afford a Switch 2 when it comes out if you subscribe and watch more of my content. Thanks for watching. This is a different type of video for the channel. The style that I was going for before took way too much time from beginning to end. Minimum like 50 hours each video with everything combined. So if you enjoy this style of content, maybe more will be on the way soon. Just click on one of these videos, please.